Hello everybody, my name is Jamie Peterson. I'm a Senior Solutions Lead here at Informatica out of the Calgary, Alberta office. Today we're going to continue down our Informatica Analyst video series focusing on the business glossary. Now the business glossary is where you would keep your business terms. So this is non-technical metadata, terms that you want to standardize within your organization. We allow you to create multiple glossaries, multiple terms, so that people can start talking the same vocabulary and understand what certain terms mean when it comes to the things like reports or just understanding what the actual term means. So they're all on the same page. Now to get to the business glossary, you would log into the Analyst tool, click on the glossary tab, and it would take you to the glossary homepage. Now what we're going to do here is I'm going to go in and show you how to create a glossary item, how to actually edit and customize that glossary template. Then I'm going to go into a term and show you the different things about the terms. So we'll kind of go into a little bit more of a deep dive of the term. But for now, I'm going to actually show you how to create a new glossary item. So under New Assets, you would go and click on Glossary. From here, you would give the glossary a name, a description, an owner, and a data steward. Now, once you go and do this and hit the Save button, you're going to look at something like this. You'll get a screen that has all of these tabs above it. And this is where you would want to go and set up your approvals, set up any business initiative templates. So these are actual subfolders. If you want to have like a project or something, you want to relate terms to that, you can, or an initiative like maybe cost savings or what have you. This is your main term template, category template, and policy template. So let's go into the business term template. So this is a template that comes out of the box that we allow you to change and modify based on your needs. So if I wanted to go in and actually modify one of these things, let's say a business initiative, I can go in here and either insert something underneath here, I can make it bigger, I can make it smaller, or I can edit this and actually start to change properties of this. I can change the label, I can change other options, whether it's required, whether it's searchable. Then if I do those changes, I can also create custom fields over here where I can go and drag and drop these custom fields anywhere I want within this template. So if there's something missing or if there's something that you want to add, you can create them and drag them to the glossary template or policy template, any of these templates up here, and make them have your own look and feel. So if there's something missing or there's something that you don't need from this, you can start adding and renaming these fields. So it's very, very customizable that way. And that's all you really need to do. So once I've saved this, it'll save this and I can start to use this as a glossary. You can have multiple glossaries within your organization as well. You can have an overarching glossary and then sub-glossaries for different organizations. Maybe they only use certain terms and certain people want to keep those up. That all depends on you, but you can have multiple glossaries. So now what I'm going to do is actually go search for a term using my Google Lite search up here. I'm going to open up my favorite term, which is cost ratio. Cost ratio is one I use because it's one that has a lot of data assets and relationships on it. So this is the template that I showed you before. It has all of the sections that come out with our out-of-box template, and I filled them out. So you can see the name, you can see synonyms, you can see what categories it's related to, what glossary it lives in, and yes, terms can live in multiple glossaries too, so you can share terms between glossaries. You can see the people, so I have owners, I have data stewards, I have a description, I have an example down here. Now one of the neat things is to be able to go into the relationship view and look at the other terms that are actually related to this cost ratio term. As you can see, it's calculated from planned cost and actual cost, and is governed by this policy right now. And as you can see, as I go out even more, and I'm going to actually display this in full names so you can see the names better, you can actually see how those other terms are actually related to those as well too. If I wanted to make this bigger or smaller, I can actually show more of the relationship levels, and this map will be built out even more. Back into the term view, I can also go and see what data assets I have related to this. So I can see right now that there's a data asset from a Tableau report that cost ratio is actually related to. So if I click on cost ratio and log into my metadata manager tool, I'm able to go in and take a look at where my cost ratio is within my technical metadata. So if I right click on my cost ratio term and I run a lineage report, I can actually show, I'm going to build this out a little bit so that you can see where I'm coming from, and expand my power center so you can see all the transformations and expand the table that I'm actually landing this data at. And I can see in my demonstration glossary up over here that I have a cost ratio, and I can see where it is on the report and how it actually goes through all the way from the beginning, from the data model through transformations, how it appears on the report. Now, this is really powerful if you have any questions or if your clients have any concerns about where that cost ratio is on that report. I can also go in here and take a look at impact summaries downstream and upstream of that cost ratio. So if anything actually changes as far as this cost ratio goes, I can take a look at impacts from the upstream and downstream relationships that this has. And that about wraps it up for the business glossary. I hope you enjoyed this video and have a great day.